Okay, welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. We just got rejected by a dragon that seemed like was coming on to us, in my opinion. Or what is your opinion on that?
I mean,
Did we make a
really
move too soon?
thought that she was in it to win it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she was not.
Yeah, it was really depressing.
Well, let's take another chance.
It's embarrassing. Imagine like a dragon gets all romantic and close to you, and you're like, "All right, I'm gonna go for it," and they're like, "Dude, what? You're a human. I'm a dragon." You're like, "What? No, I'm not weird. You're the weird one. You made me feel like we were about to kiss." So who should we meet with? You said Lorem, right?
Yeah, we should meet with Lorem.
All right. Let's get Lorem to come over.
Let's get the press.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
the
you're right.
newspapers going.
Oh, we got a coffee date. I went to the bar Lorem suggested as our meeting place. When I looked around, saw Bryce sitting at a table talking to someone I couldn't see. Lingered on him for a second and spotted Lorem in the corner of my eye. There you are.
Why is this guy always touching his tail?
I know, right? That's the part of him that's most ticklish. Excuse me. Am I late? Not at all. I got here early. I'm kind of surprised you wanted to meet me here. Don't take this the wrong way, but are you even old enough to drink? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I can assure you I'm a fully grown adult. My species doesn't get much bigger than this. Speaking of which, are you fully grown yet? How big do humans usually grow, and how do you stack up, comparatively speaking? Oh, and would you mind if I took some notes? Yeah, this guy's definitely the press. Sebastian wouldn't have let me meet you in the first place, and I thought the uniform was just a clever disguise. It's real, though. Sebastian knows I work for the local post office. Doesn't this really tell me...
He's a postman.
Yeah, he's a postman and journalist, I guess. All right, let's see. Let's go. Go ahead. Interview me. Oh, he got a degree in computing and moved here with a good friend of his.
Also, this guy's a genius.
Yeah, he's a regular nerd. Why move here in the first place? Living in the city can be expensive. I always thought to move later when I get
What does a dragon computer look like?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question, huh? I'm working on a video game. Oh, what? Yeah, a video game sounds interesting. Video games and computers are just starting to catch on in places like this town. Ah, so they're about to make asteroids.
Oh, okay.
Dragon asteroids. Or, the first game was Pong, right? Or was the first game Asteroids?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Pong. I think Pong. Pong makes more
Siri,
sense.
what was the first game? Let's see, what was the first video game?
It's probably dumb like backgammon.
True, right? What was the first video game in the world? Pong.
Yeah, it was
In
Pong.
1958.
Crazy.
Dang, dude, that's awesome. And you know what? 1958, it took us, what? 60, almost 70 years to get to this point. We went from Pong to Schmarkish talking to a dragon in a bar. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Why? I don't know. You don't seem so thrilled about doing this. I want to know more about your video game. You get the postman harassing you for an interview. If you wanted to leave, I get that. No, stay. I'm already here. Thank you. Okay. At least this guy's he's like trying to get us to feel bad for him. He's acting all guilty and then immediately snapping back. I'll treat this delicate matter with the required finesse. I'm sure of it. All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, you know what? We have to figure out what they think of us, huh?
Yeah. Why do you want to make this game in the first place? I've always wanted to make a video game. I've had this idea for a while, and it seems like now's the right time to do it. It's as if you arrived at the perfect moment. I don't know, don't you think my visit will overshadow your efforts? People may not be so interested in playing a game about humans anymore if they had a real one show up.
Oh, you know what just hit me?
What?
What if Spyro the Dragon is like the regular game? Like
Yeah. Dude, that's hilarious. But it's like a human on all fours, running, charging, spitting water instead of blowing fire. I did and modeled the humans in the game after you. People will flock to it and get a similar experience. Ooh. Does that mean I'm going to be your game's mascot? I guess you could say so. But why focus on humans? What makes us so important? If there's one thing that people here love, it's humans. It doesn't matter if they just see them in the media or believe in them as mythical creatures. For me, humans were always real. I just didn't know whether I'd ever get the chance to meet one. I guess I can cross that one off the bucket list. Now that we're here, I can tell you that no expense will be spared to make our portrayal of humans as accurate as possible. I'm with you on this, yeah. For good reason, I just love humans. If you say it like that, it actually ends up sounding pretty weird. Besides, what if I turned out to be a horrible person? What would you think about humans then? It wouldn't change anything because I wouldn't base my opinion on an entire species on interactions with a single individual.
Wow, this guy's hyper intelligent.
Woke king. Lorem is our woke king. What a beautiful man. Or, I don't know.
Dragon.
What a beautiful they, them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I don't want to assume. Just the myths we have in previous portrayals of humans in our media, but I suppose that's why I'm here talking with you right now. I want the truth. Telling you all of it might not be such a good idea. Oh yeah, I guess that would take a lot more time than we have today. Anyways, what's the actual game about? What do you do? It's a community simulation game. It starts with the player
Farmville.
moving... Yeah, exactly. Moving into a procedurally generated community which is inhabited by all kinds of mythical creatures, humans included. Mythical creatures like humans, Not only are the towns you move into unique, but the inhabitants are...
Oh no, it's Minecraft.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds like my kind of game. Oh, really? I couldn't ask for a better compliment than that. What are other mythical creatures besides humans? Humans alone give us a lot of material to work with. The question of the mythical human can be tackled in a variety of ways. There are many different interpretations of what humans are like. For example, in general, the mythical human can be divided into three categories. Firstly, the human is a physical creature. Secondly, the human is a non-physical entity. And thirdly, the human is a spiritual being.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's deep.
You just got deep.
No, the writing in this game is not bad. Like, it's an interesting concept, a little awkward at times, but it's not bad. I don't have a breath weapon unless you count my morning breath. I can also move things with my mind. Should we lie to him and make him think?
No, let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth.
Alright, I could rub sticks together and make fire. Not really. Having hands that are dexterous enough to do that is remarkable, though. It is a bit strange, though, because our myths also say that gave you the ability to us. You gave that ability to us. Oh, yeah, to blow fire. It's not meant to be taken literally, meaning that when we get the ability that was given to us, you lost it. Or maybe we never had it in the first place. Humans have been known to create a lot of things out of nothing. After all, we needed to discover how to create and use fire because we didn't have a natural ability to do so. We have a proverb that sums this up pretty well. What is it?
Well, are we smart too?
Yeah, necessity is the mother of invention, yeah. Have you heard that before?
I have not.
Yeah, that's like a deeper saying, I guess. So a lack of natural abilities drove innovation forward. What an interesting thought. Here's another thing. You may have different images of humans, but in the end, only one can be right. It's also possible that you've been led to believe about humans doesn't actually refer to us at all. Are you implying that you aren't human? No, I'm just saying that you've already been in contact with humans before, as your myths imply. They would need to belong to the same species as me, and thus be very similar to myself. If they aren't, then they either weren't humans at all or have very different origins. So you say there's a possibility there are humans, and your humans may be something different altogether. Suppose you're right. Our images of humans are very inconsistent. Now, this is a very interesting topic of conversation for these two to be having. We went from playing Truth or Dare with a female dragon DoorDash driver to this guy just talking about the specifications of humans. Yeah, what's that? The definitions get muddled here. Going by conventional belief, a ghost could be a human who's died and thus changed into a different form. We'd call this a spiritual form. An angel, on the other hand, would be classified as a non-physical entity.
Interesting.
What do you know about angels? They basically look like humans with wings. Angels with scaly wings. Their existence in ancient scripts was used to lend us some credence to the theories about humans having become dragons. Dude, you were right. Because of the wings? Exactly. But some of your dragon species don't have wings either. Yes, as I said, once you start delving into that kind of stuff, it all becomes very convoluted. When we met, you also said something about a four-headed human. That's right, we go with the realm of creatures that just don't make much sense at all. Having four heads seems like an unlikely evolutionary perspective. So in the end, you have a lot of
that
different...
four-head angel thing.
Yeah, like all the creepy be not afraid angels that look like giant wheels with eyes. That stuff is ridiculous. You certainly are not a reptile like us, but you don't look like a conventional mammal. You're different from other mammals. We know that ultimately you are quite unique. We don't know any sentient mammals. You've got a point there. Strangely enough, we have plenty of human-like creatures in our mythologies as well. Oh, do tell. You already mentioned ghosts, but some other ones include dwarves, giants, fairies, and blemmies? What? But what is a blemmies? It's a human without a head. Have you heard of this before?
I've never heard of that.
Instead of their head, they have all their facial features on their chests. It's a rather weird mental image.
Huh.
Wait, what? I gotta look this up. Merhumans. What the heck is a blemuse?
Yeah, you look that up.
Yeah, it's a thing. Look at that. Dude, this one right here.
Yes.
This dude's just like, look at that.
Oh, look at me.
Oh, look at that guy. He's got a head. Alright, lastly, there are more creatures that are said to be able to shapeshift into human form. Strangely enough, some of our dragon myths said they could shapeshift into humans, or certain countries' royalties are descended from dragons. That would imply that they are genetically compatible with humans.
Oh, no.
Oh, sounds gross, or apparently, I guess. I'll just say apparently. Sounds rather outlandish. We can't shapeshift like that.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I watch a lot of anime. I'm pretty sure you can.
Right?
I think you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's still dragging. He's all upset about that. Part of being an ambassador, not only did I learn about dragons in order to compare them to what you're like, but I also studied myths of creatures that are similar to humans. Ah, well, you're doing an excellent job, and it's bound to help me in my game as well. You're going to put all that into the game? Let's just say it gives me some excellent material to work with. I thought you wanted to give an accurate portrayal of humans, not just collect myths. One species will certainly be... Dude, you know what I just realized?
What?
This is probably the self-insert. Like, the guy that made this game, this is probably the character that he is, right? Because he wanted to make a game about dragons.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
When we arrived here, you asked if I was old enough to drink. That leads me to believe your average human must be a lot taller. That's true. You could say Reza would be about average for an adult. Not that it would be impossible to get a good deal bigger than him or even smaller than you, but those cases are rather rare, and usually the result of medical conditions. I see. What about colors? Are there humans who are blue like me? Not really. There's a spectrum of skin colors that can be lighter or darker, but so far I've seen a lot more variety in dragons here. We do have different colored eyes, though. We have blood types. Yep. We're learning a lot about humans. I'll have to think about all this. We can work this into the game. Have you worked on any other games before? Worked on a SMU fall projects during the course of my studies, and also intended as...
Blue humans. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Avatar.
What? Blue?
Blue.
Oh, yeah, Avatar, that's right. Alright, it's a different... blah, blah, blah. Big team. Several months he's been working on this game. Feedback's important. Come on, man. This is a long conversation. I want some interesting conversation. We're talking so much about this game. You're investing a certain amount.
We want to make money. Yeah. We want to make money too.
Yeah. The goal is to make money, sure. However, I want to try my hand at doing something like this. People are going to enjoy it.
Don't lie.
I know, right? Yeah. With that attitude, I suppose you don't really have anything to lose. I can always look for another job. Maybe I'll end up working at a game studio.
You make Grand Theft Dragons.
Dude, I know, right? I looked up your crime statistics in the county of Los Angeles and made this. Seems like you know what you're doing. What kind of tools are you using to make it? We have devices tailored to an individual species. I can't deny that my dexterous hands makes it a lot easier compared to some others.
Yeah, look at those hands.
I know. I'm grabbing his little tail. So it's like some dragons... Wait. One wrong move and you're suddenly shredded the letter you were just going to hand someone. That sounds unpleasant. So like some dragons have hands that they can use and others don't. They just like walk on all fours. That sucks.
Like that chump. Maverick.
Yeah. Maverick the chump. Have you been a courier for long? I just got this job a few months ago, but I had a part-time summer job in the post office was when I was growing up. My species is perfectly suited for the job, so we're glad to have me on board. I can see why. Of course, being able to fly is a big plus. My size means I can't deliver any big packages, but I often get assigned urgent letters to be delivered as soon as possible. It's getting late. Maybe we should leave it at that. Yeah, I'll head back to my apartment before it gets dark. I got more than enough material to work with. Thanks a lot. Maybe I can convince you to meet me again some other time? I'd like to get pictures of you for reference. Alright, here's my number. I can't thank you enough for doing this. You've been a huge help. Alright, cool. Nope. Sorry, bro. You talk way too much. Oh. Hope. Ooh. Wow. That was a long first chapter.
Wait, is Hope a card? Is that a Tarot card? Let me look that up.
I thought it was like more like objects. But dude,
Hope tarot card.
dude, that dragon talks so much about his video game. I've actually had a situation like that before where someone was talking to me about a game they were working on. And I like asked them about it, and it ended up being like 5 hours of them just talking about it, and I was like, dang. Like, oh, it was so... I was interested, but I was kind of just interested like a little bit. You know? That sounds messed up, but... Well, anyways, let's end it here. This is a long episode. Alright, this is the beginning of Chapter 2. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you at the next episode. And bye-bye.